My name is Adrian Carter, and my research proposal is entitled The Impact of Edmodo on Student Engagement in a 10th Grade Geometry. With NCLB, there's a lot of pressure on educators through more rigorous standards and high stakes testing to improve student achievement. And for this reason, sometimes educators tend to embrace strategies that have not always been subjected to rigorous review. What research is available is sparse, and there's often a lot of anecdotal evidence. Teachers also are not always good at researching the impact of their own practices in their classroom and whether or not they are effective for their students. With the internet age that we're in, there are so many opportunities for teachers that it can be overwhelming. Edmodo.com is one of the many Web 2.0 offerings that has actually shown some promise. It's not the only one. There are some similar sites, and the evidence supporting those other sites concurs with the evidence that supports Edmodo. The incorporation of technology supports constructivist learning. Constructivists believe that humans construct all knowledge in their minds by participating in certain experiences. Learning occurs when one constructs both mechanisms for learning and one's own unique version of the knowledge covered by background, experiences, and aptitudes. The wonderful thing about Web 2.0, which differentiates it from Web 1.0, is that it is a two-way thing. Users are not only consumers of content, but they are creators of content. And so this sharing of knowledge lends itself beautifully to constructivist learning theory, which I have demonstrated here to the right of the slide. It talks about the interaction between student-teacher, a student with themselves, student with class members, and they are creating knowledge. Social media tools have the potential to facilitate the type of social interaction and intellectual activity that causes enduring learning to take place. You know, my students would like to sit in class and text, play Candy Crush, use their calculator, talk to their friends, and learn. And when I address that, their response is, I hear you. I'm following you. I'm keeping up with what you're doing. So they seem to have this need for speed, for multitasking, learning on demand, as well as staying connected with each other. So these kids are actually wired differently from how we are wired. They're not going to learn the way we learn. We can't teach them the way that our teachers taught us. We need a new approach. So with Web 2.0, according to the literature, we are going to be able to harness these skills that the digital natives have so that they can get to the place of acquired understanding. So in summary, Web 2.0 seems to be the missing link that exists in a lot of classrooms today. But it's important to know that it's not just the technology, it's also about the pedagogy. We need to couple good expert use of technology with sound classroom pedagogy so that we can enhance our students' learning experience. Our goal is that our students learn to be thoughtful problem solvers and to learn how to have the type of discourse and practice that will lead them to that place. And we also want them to have that experience extend outside. This summer I attended a workshop and everything was about using technology, about social media. We were presented with little evidence saying why we should or how it affects our students beyond a few anecdotal things. And so my question is the impact of using Edmodo or a similar site, is that impact on student engagement real or is it perceived? My main research question is, what is the effect of the educational website Edmodo on student engagement among 10th grade geometry? I have three sub-research questions. The first is, what is the current state of engagement in the classroom? In other words, where is the class now? How engaged are they? What are their perceptions about the math classroom? Um, just based on my observations, and then I want to know how the students perceive their participation. And then finally, I want to know, do they participate more in class? Are they more engaged? Do they feel more like a community because of what's happening offline and at most? This study will be a mixed methods design because not only am I looking for perception of student engagement, which is more of a qualitative um, pursuit, I'm also going to be collecting quantitative data through scientifically. There'll be 15 participants. The first 15 students to return a parental permission form will be selected for the study. Um, the school consists of about 40% African American, 40% Caucasian, and the rest of the students, about 20% of them, are a combination of Hispanic, Asian, Pacific, Asian, European, and students who identify themselves as other. The quantitative data will be collected through an instrument known as Student Attitude Survey. It was designed specifically to collect information about how middle school and high school students feel about learning mathematics. I'll also be collecting data by analyzing classroom video that will be recorded over a series of days. And then finally, I'll analyze the online interaction in the research instrument is shown here. It has about 27 items. And the qualitative data will be collected primarily through conversations that will take place in the focus group. The research procedure is pretty simple. Once it gets going, the survey will be conducted at the beginning, midway through, and at the end of the study. The focus groups will meet on the same timetable as the survey, and in between all of this, the instruction unit will begin. The only difference being the incorporation of Edmodo for students to receive assignments, post assignments, respond to posts, respond to surveys, respond to one another's work. And the data analysis will be fairly involved. The videos, the transcripts, and student interaction on Edmodo is going to be coded, classified, and tabulated. I'll be looking at their behaviors and comments and categorize those. The qualitative data will be analyzed through in vivo, which is designed for qualitative data. An independent t-test will be used with the quantitative data to look for any significant difference in student attitude as measured by the survey, and inferential statistics will be used to compare the qualitative and quantitative data. You know, when you collect data from students and just people in general, sometimes people tend to be a little more honest when they're completing anonymous surveys, so it'll be interesting to see if there's any kind of match between them. So here are a list of my, and as I conclude, I decided I will actually conduct this study next semester. I'm really looking forward to tweaking this and then getting my data and analyzing it and just trying to find out what will really make a change, especially in certain classes where I have um, co-taught classes where I have a high population of students that have IEPs. Also with my classes that have students who are English language learners. So hopefully as I conduct this research, I will learn more about research, and one of my goals as a future leader is to duplicate this process so that people that I lead learn how to do this, learn to be critical users of these strategies in the classroom. And that, I think a school should be more like a lab where teachers and people that work alongside them, analyzing data, looking to see what's effective, and then duplicating those things that are effective. So thank you very much for listening to my presentation, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving and Christmas.